Okay, so this weekend, we obviously have Legacy and Avant, which Avant is going to be obviously really tough.
We definitely had our worst loss of the season so far against them, but I think we came into that game pretty unprepared and we definitely changed our draft a lot off the back end of it.
I think we learned a lot from the game. We kind of didn't come in with, a game plan or a specific game plan, and it really showed. Swaith and Shock actually seem to be performing really well together. At the start of the year, I wouldn't have, rated them as one of the top contenders, but they've definitely showed up, and me and Simon will have to play our absolute best to beat them.
I think that we stack up pretty well against Avant, to be honest. I got a lot of confidence in our top side of the map, and I think we showed even in our loss against Gravitas that James and Sam especially are in really good form at the moment. So I think that we can stack up well against them. A lot of it is going to come down to what our interpretation on the meta is versus theirs.
For the Legacy game, Legacy haven't had the best showing this year, but I mean, at the end of the day, it feels like any team can take a game off, any other team in the competition.
I think we just got to be aware of what exists on the current patch and just be prepared to play our game and not get sucked into anything they want to do, because they are right now trying to pick up those cheeky victories by exploiting different areas in the draft. And I don't like calling it cheese because I think they are legitimate strategies, and we just got to be respectful of them.
I think the travel isn't as big as people make it out to be. It's like a 1 hour flight.
So we travel at the same time every week, regardless of what the time the game is. So, by 12:50, the guys are on their plane. That means that they arrive 2 hours before the first game. It means they can check into their hotel. It gives them the stability that they need. All the Sydney players also stay in Sydney for the Sunday. So that means our day off Sunday, they get to spend with family, friends, girlfriends. Overall, we've done a much better job of balancing the work-life balance area of the travel, and that the players are doing really well with it so far. So, in every other professional sport, we expect athletes to travel, and League of Legends is turning into something no different. So I'm really proud of the way the guys approach it.
The gauntlet teams, I just say Bombers, Chiefs, Avant, us. And I don't know about the 5th spot.
The teams that won't be in Gauntlet will probably be Direwolves, Legacy and Gravitas. Gravitas aren't a bad team by any means, but yeah, I just think every other team is looking pretty strong. Obviously Mammoth haven't had a good showing so far, but I have no doubt that they'll make Gauntlet.
Bombers, Chiefs, Avant, us, Mammoth. I think Gravitas had a really good showing against us last week. No taking away from them, but I do think that was the anomaly, that they came in, played their best League of Legends, and we played some of our worst. So I think, that's what the gauntlet will look like, and then it's just going to be about jockeying for position. In saying that, with 2 wins clear, it's going to be very hard for anyone to catch Bombers or Chiefs. They are going to have to, monumentally screw up their second part of the season if, teams are going to catch them.
I don't think we have a full understanding of what the new patch is. Obviously AD carries have changed a lot, and in the history of League, that's always had a huge shift on the dynamic of every role. For example, carry junglers typically just fall out and all the tank junglers come back in, which is going to be fun. I think that it kind of suits us. We've got a really twitchy AD carry. Ronan's very good mechanically. Jake's good on everything from protection to aggression at the moment, and I'm really confident in his gameplay. And Sam, in my opinion, is the best tank jungler in the league, so I think the meta will suit us, but that's only if it stays to the style that I think, because reality is they changed a lot and that anything could happen. We'll probably spend the rest of this week trying to figure out the patch and make sure we know what we're doing by the weekend.